Okay, so let's start with my overall project satisfaction. I think I really pushed myself this semester to create fun and quite complex game. Although most of the mechanics are quite simple and quite straightforward, like movement mechanics, like death mechanics upon reaching spikes or enemy actors. Those mechanics might look simple, but they can't be based on collision uh, mechanics. Only because it's turn-based game, so everything needs to collaborate and communicate well with each other. All information, such as player's position or spikes, movements, delay, enemy's pattern movements, needed to be programmed very, very well. So there's no chance of not detecting others' acts of collisions, for example, just so to avoid bugs. Also, I think the approach when it comes to editor options could benefit me long term because if I happen to desire to publish the game or start working on it in a team in order to actually get profit from it. So, for example, like actually creating mesh for it, focusing on art, so I don't use things from store. Um, then level creation would be significantly more easier um, because the whole process is quite straightforward and automatic. I could say to board manager, look, I want board size five width and 7 length. I want walls here, player here, etc., etc., and everything will be generated and positioned automatically how it's supposed to be. So not only this made my job quite easy, but it could potentially be very, very helpful in later stages of this project, which I believe is not finished yet. Only for assignment reasons. Um, this is the work I present, the demo of the game. So when it comes to complexity, as I mentioned, there are no very complex mechanics. Um, Although I included AI component that was very, very trou problematic, troublesome to complete, as I wanted to make sure that the enemy robot always finds the most efficient way to reach the player, no matter of the pattern of the board. And this took some maths to experiment with and to tackle, but at the end I could and I presented a AI component for the last two stages of the game. Um, when it comes to scope of practice, um, it's good. I've implemented a lot of different editor options and a lot of different mechanics. I didn't really plan to include any UI or any reset system at the game, but I thought it's just gonna make it a little bit clearer and a little bit more consistent. Player can quit the application at any given time pressing escape button, or if they know what exactly they can do on the board so they don't forget the mechanics. So I included very basic UI system mm, that just basically shows basic control systems on the screen. I added basic quit and reset game system so player could start from the first level at any point because for now player just starts from the first level and finishes at the last level. If they quit the game meanwhile, they're gonna start game again from the level they previously um, completed. Um, Other things considered, I could improve some things when it comes to music. Um, any sound effects, any more particle systems. Maybe I could make the game a little bit more visually appealing, but I'm not quite good at art and meshing. I'm more focusing on programmer and design side of it. So I tried my best, but I think there's a lot of space for improvement. Um, Especially I didn't want to use any stuff from the store, but when it comes to robot mechanics, I couldn't really um, afford when it comes to time, especially to do anything else. Um, Focusing on time. I know I wasn't very time efficient, not as much as I wanted to, but I believe I had genuine reasons, and I really believe I pushed myself as much as I could with my work, with stuff I'm dealing with, and I enjoyed doing this project, starting from the scratch, from very basic editor mm, mechanics, so board creation and just tackling, starting from movement mechanics, then proceeding to enemy and just building everything from the scratch. It's been a good practice with Unity. Um, I'm quite proud of myself that I actually completed it and the game works fine without any visual bugs or any significant bugs that could just basically s- crash the game or force play to restart the game. Um, but everything was kind of polished to the level I wanted to, and yeah, we'll see what the future brings with Unity. Hopefully, I can um, complete the stuff I plan in a little bit less of period of time.